green and mighty green empire being proposed between the purple country, the yellow country, and the blue-purple country. The yellow country declaring war, basically. Well, they start sweeping into these lands with the goal of creating some sort of nations. With the purple nation's offensive beginning, this is seen as a big blow to the Green Empire. It's just now gained lots of strength as the blue-purple country lands over here and over there. And quickly their offensive grows. And the yellow country moving this way and over here. And well, the purple country completely sweeps down over here, with the bluish purple country landing in the partition zone over here, with the yellow nation making a long, quick offensive, which managed to take a major area of this country. I don't know if they would have a city there or not. And well, this nation agrees to a peace treaty, which is in the partition zone. So let's see how the peace treaty goes. As you can see, in a similar color to theirs. Well, you can see they annexed some part of North Africa and part of Anatolia from the Green Empire. But hearing about this collapse, this light blue nation decides to see if they can gain land. With the Green Nation exhausted and pretty much broke from that war. So it allows an opportunity for them to move through the Caucasus Mountains to take some former land back. And the same thing happens with this, well, Middle East nation. They move in to take back their lands and the lands they claim. And well, they managed to get to there. So let's see the peace treaty. One area with 2 countries declaring it. Actually, it's 3 countries. Them being a bit bigger because it is a desert. And it's easier to control bigger swaths of land because you'd have more people. Well, over here, a nation declares independence. One over here, a 4th nation decides to declare independence, and a 5th. And well, now to get them colors. You can see how quick this is, honestly. Well, what if I bought Greenland? Like, I think I can make a good empire with Greenland. I mean, it's not really the best area to build an empire. But I mean, I think I'd be a great owner of Greenland, honestly. And then we can create the Wild Mapper Empire. Although, I don't know if that's even possible. But that's besides the point. And well, in the southern part, they decide to make most of their states smaller, just because if they do declare independence, they won't be strong. Oh, this nation over here. This nation over here. This nation over here. There's a nation over here. They decide to create one over here. And then there's one over there. And one goes like this, because there's like nobody there. And I might accidentally use the same colors in multiple spots at this point. And well, it's not too bad. Yeah, that's perfect. And then this. Well, you may say, oh, that's not that bad. They're still intact pretty strong. Well, the empire is based, I think. It was about here, I think. But realistically, this is the main part. With them managing to keep that, but with the collapse, they lose this area, they lose a state over here, they lose a state over there. Over here, they lose a state. Well, 2, actually. 2 of their divisions break away. Then over here, this Caucasus state declares, and there we got that state. And then this decides to split like this. So let's see the colors they see. This area will have a lot of nations, it appears to be. With this nation deciding to expand, but It may or may not have accidentally bankrupted itself, but luckily, that's probably not going to lose much. With them losing, this area, which decides to declare its own state, over here, this area does. And while this area does, you've now got more nation. And somebody's eventually probably going to come sail here from across the ocean. And while they're still pretty strong nations, is the difference between our rise of civilization and this one. As you can see the borders are forming, with the nation over here declaring independence, and the nation over there. So you got two new nations here. Over for this nation on the inland area, which is more forested, it collapses into more pieces. Same for this nation. Same with that nation. This nation loses a lot of areas in the south, but not fully collapsed. Collapse hasn't fully hit yet. So now this nation decides expansion is a good idea. So they decide to go against this nation. They think another nation will help them, but that doesn't happen. As they've got, this yellow nation has gotten overconfident. Well, that's not good. Some strategic areas are taken. With the yellow nation launching a counter-offensive. And they get caught when it gets like that. So a peace treaty is signed, in which Russia is forced to respect their territory, right, and integrity the yellow nation needs to do. Why do I keep calling the yellow nation Russia when it's not? And well, that just shows a weakness in them. Anyone can exploit. While that happened, well, the port they annexed got taken. Well, that's not good. That's true, it's not good, I guess. And while they're still very strong, that was just overconfidence played them wrong. The nation getting forced more north, as this area decides to leave them. Now they're forced to the hand of the other nations at this point, which isn't a very good thing, to be forced to other nations' hands to be able to live as an empire. And well, we'll collapse another empire. I think that this series is going to have like 200, has more than 200 nations right now. But it might have less than what I'm saying, because who knows. If I actually counted it, we'd be here for 5 days by the looks of it. And maybe that's just a bad thing. But I can name can I still name 160 nations? Well, I probably could name 180 nations if for some reason nations didn't have weird spellings like Venezuela. Like, really weird. Even though that's not really that weird. I'm just trying. Maybe that's just a problem there. But they're too picky about spelling. Like, if you're one letter off, who cares? Honestly, it's like Tanzania is easy to spell. Hey, I just thought Venezuela started to be. That's dumb sounding. But being wild mapper means you're the best mapper in the world, I think. Well, that depends. I can make Greenland into an empire. The Wild Mapper Empire. What if Wild Mapper formed an empire in 2025? That's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys!